Welcome back to Meditations with the Divine. I'm so glad to be again here and share with you. And today meditation, I would like to first tell you something I heard about this week in a podcast. And it's the story of a Buddha figure that was protected during years and years of layers and layers of something on the top. And at some point, the monks that were with this huge statue living for years and years started to discover that underneath was something that was shining, and they started to peel the layers of what we was covered with. And underneath they discovered that it was a statue of gold, of pure gold. And they started to peel everything. And then this Buddha statue appeared. And when I was hearing the podcast, I also heard the explanation of the person who was telling the story, that it's like ourselves many times in life, that we are in our core this shiny and this pure, really essence of love, of goodness, of beauty. That's our core, that's our connection within, the connection with the divine. And when we are born, it's very natural. You see in the children this capacity of really be good and be kind and be themselves and really shine in the world. And then we start collecting these layers of conditioning, of many things that happen in our lives that get us to get covered and sometimes not see really the core that we are inside. And in these meditations, that's exactly what I try to invite you to open up and reconnect, take off all these layers that are really not our true selves, that have been covered, our capacity to really connect with the beauty and the goodness that this connection with the divine in all of us is. So that's what we're going to do today. So the invitation is to close your eyes, as always, lower the gaze, and allow yourself to first arrive here. Arrive to the present moment, feeling your feet on the floor, feeling maybe the surface you're sitting on, and taking this posture that allows you to open up, to connect, to be exactly as you are. And it may be that today you are connecting to this practice, being aware of all those layers on top of yourself, and that's okay. That's part of being human. And the invitation is just to allow yourself to be exactly as you are in the here and now. Knowing that inside of yourself, maybe being aware of the area of the heart, there is this essence of pure light, of pure love. And when open, when going through the cracks sometimes wounds or trauma in our lives. It allows at the same time to connect with the light, the love that is pouring all the way from our divine creators, from the universe, however you want to call it, from God to each one of us. And when they meet, it becomes strong. And it starts to really release, soften, melt all that is not part of us. And our task is to just let it go. So the invitation is to each breath, allow yourself to breathe in, imagining these two huge energy from your heart, from your being, connecting to this huge energy that surrounds us. The energy of the divine that is present in all beings, in all things. And then with the out breath, you let go, allowing these layers that have been covering all this beauty, this essence, to peel off. To let your true self shine, be, manifest itself. Each breath, each inhalation, an opportunity to be aware of this connection. If exhalation, letting go of the layers that are covering your true self, your worthiness. The realization that you have been loved simply because you are. So resting in this reality, you are loved simply because you are. Observing how it's being felt in your body. And the invitation now is to stay there for a few minutes, doing this inhalation, in the connection of this energy, and in the exhalation, letting the energy to peel your layers off, letting go, softening. And I will bring you back with another poem at the end of this. From Mariah, Mountain Dreamer, The Dance. What if there is no need to change? No need to try to transform yourself into someone who is more compassionate, more present, more loving, or wise? How would this affect all the places in your life where you are endlessly trying to be better? What if the task is simply to unfold, to become who you already are in your essential nature, gentle, compassionate, and capable of living fully and passionately present? What if the question is not, why am I so infrequently the person I really want to be, but why do I so infrequently want to be the person I really am? How would this change what you think you have to learn? What if becoming who and what we truly are happens not through striving and trying, but by recognizing and receiving the people and places and practices that are for us the warmth of encouragement we need to unfold? How would this shape the choices you make about how to spend today? What if you knew that the impulse to move in a way that creates beauty in the world will arise from deep within and guide you every time you simply pay attention and wait? How would this shape your stillness, your movement, your willingness to follow this impulse, to just let go and dance? So slowly opening your eyes. And to finish, I would like to make another observation about this. You know, the layers we create upon ourselves are layers of protection. Like in this Buddha statue, they put the layers to protect the statue to be stolen, to be destroyed, those years of violence that this land was experiencing. And the same we do with ourselves. We put layers to protect ourselves. It's our way to survive sometimes wounds and traumas. And that's okay, and that's something that we need to be grateful for. And it comes the moment at the same time that we are ready to peel them off. And that's the invitation, that's the work, to really get connected to what allows us to do that. So take this with you and see you next time.